Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Kylan Mini. So yeah, it's a 24mm Addy. This does have a bubble glass that you can change it to. It does come with the standard glass, so I'm going to show you how to do that down below. Okay, so here we are with the Kylan Mini RTA. This is the sample pack. Mine is in stainless steel. Again, just sample. They have to put this on there for now. It does say single coil version and Vandy Vape, and then of course their normal wording for the sample packaging. And then you open it up. I did go ahead and pick out my coil already. This is actually my coil, and this is how it comes packaged. Let me just zoom in here. You've got your Kylan Mini. You've got an extra resin or extra, I think these are the PEI Delrin drip tips, and then you've got the bubble glass, which I'm really excited. We are going to change it to the bubble glass. With the bubble glass, it makes it a 5mm. With the standard glass that it comes with, it is a 3mm. And we'll go ahead and look at the rest of the box first. I'm like super excited to get to that though. All right, so, and hopefully I will not break the glass like I did on my regular Kylan. But here we go. It does come with a coil already for you, which I'll use that next time. I've already got mine that I've got picked out. And then it comes with a 510 drip tip adapter, 2 grub screws, the screwdriver, because it does have Phillips head screws in it, so it's got the Phillips head screwdriver, as well as your Allen key for your grub screws and some extra O-rings. Of course, there is not going to be any instructions in this due to it being a sample pack. So here we go with the Kylan Mini RTA. And on the bottom, you see that it does have airflow, and it doesn't have any clicking or anything. Whatever you do to one side will happen to the other, but it does have a stopper. So whatever you do there, and then it does have the grippy thing, so that does help. On the top, you've got the resin drip tip, which I really love this color. Look at that color. It is so pretty. So it comes with a blue resin drip tip. It is 810 compatible, so you can use your 810 drip tips in here. On the top, it does say Vandy Vape right around the side. And then it's got like the knurling right here, but it's really, really nice. It's nice and deep, as you can see. So that's really nice. It does have your 510 gold-plated pin. It is protruding. And of course, it does have the protection around it. It says Kylan. It's got your serial number, or Kylan Mini with your serial number. It does have Steven Zahn's signature, and it is designed and manufactured by Vandy Vape. So that's that. When you open up the top, which is the fill port, you will see that it's got these 2 big juice holes here, never drip down the center, only down the juice channels on the sides. And they're really, really big. Like literally, you could probably just pour it in there. So that's good. And then we'll go ahead and look at the bottom. And here is the deck. It is a single coil deck. Look at this deck. Is that not beautiful? It is gold plated, which I'm not a fan of gold plating, but in this case it does look okay, so it doesn't bother me. Like I said, it does have the Phillips head screws in it, one there, one there. Your coils are actually going to go in here and there. It does have that honeycomb design for the airflow, so that's cool. Honeycomb for me has actually been more of a pleasure than the regular standard type of airflow, so I'm really excited about that. If you notice, it goes all the way from the side down the bottom and up the other side, so it's sort of like a side bottom airflow in that case, because it's going to be hitting your coils from all angles, which I think is really, really cool. So we're going to go ahead and build on that, but first we're going to change out the glass. I'm going to show you how to do it. First off, you are going to need this O-ring that is stuck to the glass, so we do want to take this off first because the bubble glass does not have it on there. And just go ahead and put it on your base, because that's where your glass is going to be. So we'll just go ahead and put that there. Okay, see, real easy. And then we're going to take off the glass. What I suggest doing so that you don't break the glass is just put your finger on the inside of the top chimney and then push it like this. And if you notice, the glass comes right off. So once the glass is off, you go ahead and put this on. And this is one piece, by the way. You cannot take this apart any further. So you would want to clean it this way. It does have the conical dome shape on the inside, which I really, really like. It says Kylan on it, and only on one side. I like that it's not filling up the whole chamber with just different things. You've got the symbol, you've got the Kylan, and that's all you need. So you put that on there like this, and then all you would need to do is just screw this base in, and you're ready to go with the bubble glass. So before we do that, I am going to go ahead and build on this, and we're going to be using my new BM2 box mod from Big Mike's box mods, which I have a review on that for you. I'll leave a link down below where you can get it. This is my custom box, if you can see. Just had this made, so we're going to use that. It is a DNA 250, so that's awesome. And let me go ahead and get my equipment out. I'm going to go ahead and loosen up these screws. Again, there's one on one side and one on the other. I'm going to zoom in again a little bit more. So go ahead and unscrew that one. And if you notice, it's pulling out at the top. Okay, there we go. And to the other side. And yes, I did get new screwdrivers. Yay. Okay, so let's go ahead and insert our coil. And all you need to do is literally drop them in. Now, in this case, this is sort of like a postless deck, so we are gonna have to gauge and cut before we tighten these down. So I'm gonna gauge it and go ahead and cut these down a little bit. Let me open this up a little bit more. There we go. Make sure that one's really open too. So when I get ready, it will be open. There we go. Let's go ahead and cut this down some, because it is a little long. Get my cutters. I'm just gonna gauge it to about right there. Make sure you don't get any flyaways. Those don't feel good in your feet. And I'm gonna do this one, same distance. And then I'm just gonna try it out. Trial and error here. Let's see how tall it is. Okay, I'm actually going to, let's see how it is. That's how it's sitting right now. Actually, you know what? I really like it right where it is. So that's perfect. Let's go ahead and just hold it in place, and I'm going to tighten this one. And we'll straighten it up after I tighten them down. And tighten this one. Okay, and then we'll just get our screwdriver out and straighten that up. Oops, let me loosen this so I can straighten it up before I tighten it down. There we go. Straighten it up there. And hold that. Yes, my finger is in the way, but at least it's not out of focus. And then just straighten it right there in the middle and center it, and there you go. And I did, these are actually, this coil is the Fuse Claptons. Where did I put this on? From Coil Clout, and I did space them out. So here are my Fuse Claptons, and it's 2 times 26 nichrome with 36 nichrome over it. And I'll leave the link down below for this one. And again, I just lowered it down just a little bit more. I do like it closer to the airflow for flavor. So I did do that. You do want to make sure that nothing is touching. You don't want it touching the bottom or the sides. So there we go. That's perfect. So we can go ahead and start heating up our coils. And let's go ahead and lower this down. Of course, I locked it. There we go. Yeah, let's lower it a lot more. Oops, not that much. It goes so fast, these buttons. There we go, and start firing them. I've got my ceramic tweezers here. Look at that, heating up perfectly from the inside out. There we go. Yep, perfect. Just gonna straighten this out a little bit more because my OCD. There we go, nice and blue. As always, my coils are always nice and blue from Coil Clout. I saw a little tiny bit of, there we go. That's it. We're good to go. So I'll go ahead and get my cotton and we'll wick this baby up. So today for my cotton, I'm gonna be using my Kendo Vape Cotton Gold Edition as I usually do. Just gonna zoom this out just a little bit. And again, since it's a single coil, I only need 1 thing of cotton. Since we're only gonna be doing the one. So I'm just gonna go ahead and twist that up. It's a little bit too much cotton. There we go. Much, much better. Okay, these are 3mm diameter coils, and this is reading at a 0.34. I'll go ahead and put that through there. And get my handy dandy tweezer to pull that out of there. There we go. Oops, didn't do the point enough. Oops. There we go. Much, much better. Okay, pull that through. You want to make sure it's not too tight and not too loose. That's very, very important. I'm just going to go ahead and fluff it out a little bit. And fluff it out a little bit. And then we'll cut these down. And the channel's right there. If you can see right there, it just sits right in it. You don't have to smush it or anything. So I'm just going to cut those to the line of the O-ring. And I'm going to cut it to the line of the O-ring. There. Go ahead and put this one in. Just set it right in there. It literally is not even a cup. It's just going to sit right on the side. Once you juice it up, it'll be a lot easier. There we go. And I'm probably going to have to juice this up because it's not even staying in the channel, but that's okay. So today for my juice, I have the one that I just lost. The custard, this is actually by Roland Vapors. It's the best vanilla custard, plain vanilla. It doesn't have anything else but vanilla custard, and it's my absolute favorite. So I'm just going to put some here because we want to wet the cotton within the coil first. Just going to do that. You don't want to overdo it because the airflow is right below it. I'm just going to lightly put that on there so I can get that one saturated, and then I'll saturate the rest. And then we'll go ahead and put those in the channels because it's going to stay a lot better once you have these all lubed up. Go ahead and put that in there. See? Now it stays. And I think I have just a little bit too much, so I'm going to take some of that off. And then put that right back there. There we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. It's sitting there now that it's saturated. And this one's probably going to be cut too. There we go. This custard smells so good. I smell it from here from heating up the coil. Yum. Just put that there. Not too much, not too loose. And it sits right in the channel. Once it's all lubed up, that's all you need to do. Okay, so we have that in there. All we got to do now is put on our bubble glass. I'm just going to screw that right on. And since we put the O-ring in first, there's no problem there. And there we go. It's on. So my airflow is totally closed. So now I can go ahead and fill it. I'm going to do that. And fill this bad boy up. And again, this does take 5 mils with the bubble glass, 3 mils with the regular glass. Put this back on, and this matches my box perfectly. So, there we go. We got her all lubed up, all wicked up and built, and yep, let's go ahead and take her up top for vape, and I'll tell you my pros and cons. Okay, so here we are back on top with the Kylan Mini. With the bubble glass and everything, it is wide open. I'm going to go ahead and take a vape. Yeah, it's got really good flavor. I like, love the honeycomb airflow. It is super smooth, super smooth, and I have it wide open. It's wicking great. It's got the little bubbles in it and everything. Easy to build on. It's a single coil, so of course it can't be too difficult. The wicking, as long as you juice up the cotton, you can actually put it in there. You don't want it too thick, but you don't want it too thin either. That way it won't leak. And I love the look of this knurling here. I just love that. And the fact that it comes with a resin tip, It's easy to build on because it's single coil, easy to wick. I like the fact that they do offer you a bigger glass. That's always a plus. They offer you the 510 drip tip adapter, another plus. Honestly, I like the Kylan, the regular Kylan, but I feel like, I'm not sure why, but I am getting a better flavor from this one. Not much, not like a super, you know, difference, but a little bit better flavor. I'm not sure if it's because it's only got the single coil and the way that it's wicking or not, or if it's the chamber or what, but I didn't break the glass this time either. But yeah, but so far, look at this. Beautiful. It is running at 0.34 ohms, as I mentioned before. I do have it on 54. I'm going to turn this up to my normal, which is like 70. That's usually what I vape at, 70 to 80. A little bit too much power for it. I'm going to take it down to 60. That's going to be my sweet spot. Since it is a single coil, you won't be able to vape it as high as normal like you would a dual coil, but you can still vape it higher. I don't know if I would vape it any higher than this, unless maybe, no, I wouldn't. I mean, it works perfectly like that. I get clouds, I get flavor, but that's just my opinion. They do have the regular Kylan, and then this is the Kylan Mini. Mini because it's only got the single coil versus the dual coil. I love, love, love the airflow. The airflow is super smooth. And I lowered the coils down, so I guess that's the point of the more flavor for me. So I recommend bringing them down, but don't touch any of the sides or the bottom. And wick her up and you're done. So yeah, so let me see. It's got the condensed chamber section for the immense flavor. So that's probably why it is, because that chamber is, you know, it's really secluded, just on a single coil. I think that's great. At 24 millimeter in diameter. And yeah, so far they do have this in stainless steel gold, matte black, not just black, but matte black, which I think is beautiful, and rainbow. So I do have the stainless steel, but I really like it. It matches it perfectly. And yeah, so they do have this at, I found it at Element Vape and Elago Mall. So I'll leave the links for them down below. They're right now on pre-order, if I'm not mistaken. So I wasn't able to get any pricing as of yet, but because I didn't want to put a price and then it's going to change by the time that the video comes out. So yeah, so this is the Kylan Mini RTA. And yeah, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to, you know, like, comment, share. If you have any questions about it, please give me a comment below, or you can find me on one of my Facebook group or my Facebook group or any of my other social media and ask me that way as well. But yeah, this is great. Anybody that knows me knows I love bubble glass, so that's a definite pro for me. So for cons, I haven't found any yet, other than not being able to go up like really high. But I don't really consider that a con. I really think it's beautiful. It wicks, vapes, builds. I like things that are easy. Things that are easy to build on, because I know that you guys need something easy to build on. So yeah. So until the next one, I'll see you later.